So we have a bit of nuts and bolts to go over. The first thing we're going to go over is MLA. So click here where it says MLA Resources, and we're going to begin by talking about setting up your actual essay assignments and homework assignments in MLA format. So the first thing that you'll note is the fact that there are 1-inch margins all around, and that's left to right, and that's top and bottom. Your last name is here, followed by the page number, as well as the info here, like name and instructor name and date. And another thing too, you'll notice that the title here is not in quotation marks. Now, when you use a quotation mark, that is because you are making reference to a work that is not your own. But if it is the title of your own essay, then it's your own work, and there is no need to have it with quotation marks. Also, you'll notice here that you indent before every paragraph. If we go down, looks like it's not letting me. There we go. If we go down here, here's another example. And we see the same thing, your last name, and the page number. Again, there's no need for quotation marks around the title because it's the student's title in this instance. You only use quotation marks when you're citing work that is not your own. And student's name and the class and all that jazz. And I actually have something I want to show you, and that is a sample of an essay that I wrote as a grad student. So if we go back to home, we go to Module 2. Here we go, Mr. Godoy's sample essay. That's me. So let's go ahead and click it here, and we open this up. So this was a final paper that I wrote for one of my classes during my grad program. And you'll notice here, it's my name. This was the class name. This is the instructor's name, and this was the assignment name, followed by the date. And I think, personally, that's the order that I prefer it in. So student name, class, instructor name, actual assignment name, and then the date itself. You can choose to either write it out if you wanted to write December 10, 2015, or just write it out here. Then that's perfectly acceptable, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Similarly, I'm not so much a stickler on whether or not you use single spacing here or double spacing for this portion that says the name and the class and the date and instructor name and all that jazz. But you will notice that everything else is double spaced. My title is not in quotation marks. I have my last name on every single page. Let me move it down so you can see. My last name 1, last name 2, last name 3, 4, 5. Now let's go over how to actually make that happen, okay? Let's close Word so that we can reopen it. All right, here's Word. And let's go ahead and start a new one. Why not? So first thing you need to make sure of is the font. So you want Times New Roman or Arial. So you can type in Times New Roman, make sure it's in 12. And the margins have to be 1 inch all around. So go to Layout, then Margins. Make sure you click the one that says Normal, and it says 1 inch all around. See, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Pop. That's what we want. And then let's go ahead and set one up. I don't know. Let's say your name is Maria Garcia. Why not? And then we'll do the class. In this case, it would be English 1A. And let's pretend, so let's put my name, Mr. Godoy. Let's say that Maria Garcia was in my class and she is submitting this. And I don't know, we'll call it, we'll probably call it homework number, put the number sign, homework number 2. And then the date, which, it's almost going to be Monday, June 10th. But it's still June 9, though. June 9, 2019. Okay, and like I said, it's a stylistic choice of whether or not you want to make this double-spaced or single-spaced. But yeah, I mean, I'm just going to leave it at 1, just because we don't want it to look messy or anything. But like I said, that's just stylistic right there. Let's go ahead and push enter a bit. Go to center, and we'll call it. We'll call this write-up. Oops, let's go into center. We'll call it the coolest, the coolest assignment submission. Let's say that's the title of my write-up here. Oops, pardon, it looks like I'm missing an S here. There we go. And another thing, so we hit tab, yeah? Before every paragraph, you hit tab. All right. Next thing we must not forget is the page numbers and last name and all that, right? So go to insert, and we go to page numbers. Let's see if I can remember this. This is something that I sometimes forget. Hold on. Page numbers. Let me see if I can remember. Oh, I was almost there. So it was insert. Okay, insert, page numbers. And we want top of header, top of page, header, alignment right. Okay. Click the page number itself. I put my last name. Let's put her last name, Garcia, right? All right. This is the manual way, but I'm going to show you a really cool life hack. You ready? Okay. I want to show you the manual way just because it's important to know, right? But this life hack is going to blow you away. It's going to blow your minds. I know it blew my mind when I discovered it. All right, so let's go ahead and open Word. And that life hack, my friends, is templates. Just like there are templates for recipes and for resumes, there's also a template for, drumroll please, for MLA. So type in MLA. Here we go, MLA. Boom. So if you forget all this, check it out. It's set up for you. Name, instructor name, course, date. Here's the last name. So you just click it in there, put your last name, and you'll notice here it says title and subtitle. So in a lot of in a lot of STEM classes like science or engineering courses, write-ups have subtitles. If you don't have a subtitle, that's okay. No, honestly, you don't need one. Oops, pardon. So, cool essay title, we'll call it. You don't need to have charts. Really, this is just for the setup. Notice that it's all set up. 1 inch all around. Orientation. Oops, not orientation. Margins. 1 inch all around, and the font Times New Roman, 12 size. No wingdings, folks. We don't want wingdings because I cannot read those peace signs. All right. So that's MLA in terms of the setup. If you forget, you can always return to this module and check that out. MLA resources. And yeah, here you go. It's all set up. See? 1 inch. Make sure to indent, which is hit tab before every paragraph. And the page number and last name, which is just insert page number. Or you can use that cool life hack, which is the MLA template. All right, so that's it for MLA